Alright, boom. So check it out. So today we're gonna talk about Charleston White, and oh my God, that dude is crazy, bro. He got no chill whatsoever, and I thought Mama was reckless, bro. Pause. That dude was crazy, gang. You hear what he said?
Yeah. This guy's just disrespectful. Like, ain't no way around it. He's just Charleston White gonna do what Charleston White does, and as soon as he gets like a hint of, that you disrespecting him, he just comes for at your life, and then at that point, he's just gonna keep he gonna just keep
He gonna
kicking you down, and
disrespectful, right?
yeah, what he said. I can't even have words for what he said. That's how stuck. That's how what he said was crazy.
Me personally, he ain't do nothing wrong. You know why? When you disrespect a man, you can't pick and choose what he could disrespect you on.
That is true.
You feel me? If you don't want to get disrespected, then don't say nothing. Just keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of these people, when Charleston White say something they don't like, they just ignore the dude. You know what I'm saying? Because me, bro, I'm gonna disrespect you where it hurts. I ain't gonna say F you. I ain't gonna call you this, that, and third, because most people don't care about that. But you know what people do care about? Their wife, their moms, their kids, especially if it's deceased kids.
Anything that comes with family.
Right.
Man,
So
you come at someone's family, man. That's basically you asking for war. Like
so
at that point, like
if you don't know what happened, Charleston White went on a rant after Gillie kind of was dissing Cam Newton for allowing him on his show. I don't know why he dissed him, because he allowed him on a show like 2 years ago. So I don't know why or whatever. He just, I don't know. Gillie just went on a little rant. Charleston White wasn't having it. So we're gonna play a video of when Charleston White disrespected his son, but this one is an old one. He did an old one when he first disrespected his son, and then a new one where like this one. I think he did this one yesterday. But like, all right, so boom, we're about to play it right now.
Got a dead son and you talking about snitching, nigga. Pow! I remember how you and Wallow were crying. You and Wallow were crying. Oh, my son. Oh, my son. Hold on. I'm finna call my son. You got to go to the graveyard to see your son. say, look, this what my kids give me for Father's Day. Gillie, say Gillie, cash money backup single. Say, cash money backup single. I'm sorry, backup dancer. Say, listen, I'm finna call my boy, cause you can't call yours. You got to do this. Oh, I miss my son. I don't miss my, I'm finna call mine right now. Hold on, let me call my son. Got a dead son and you talk.
Oh my God, you hear that? That was an old clip. Like I think that was like a year or two ago. He did that when they first had beef. He was wilding. So the reason why he went on a rant is because allegedly, this is what Charleston White said, so it wasn't really confirmed, but he said he had a viewing in Philly. You know, if you know Gillie's from Philly. You feel me? So he had a show in Philly. The promoter and Gillie warned the promoter like, "Yo, don't let that dude perform in Philly or else." That's what Charleston White said. The promoter told him. That's why he canceled the show of Charleston White. So that was messing with his money, and you can't mess with another man's money and not expect to get. You know what I'm saying?
so. Oh yeah, so it's all about money.
All about money. Gillie,
Ah man,
Charleston White had a show.
you can't. Cause how I feel about money, cause I know how I get when people mess with my money, so I can only imagine.
Nah, for real.
Like yeah, you can't mess with another man's money. Like that's like
So that's why he went on this disrespectful rant with Gillie and his son, because he's like,
but to bring up a man's dead son.
but to mess with a man's money that he got to use to feed his kids.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can't disrespect somebody, and messing with a person's money is the ultimate disrespect in my eyes. So you can't disrespect somebody's pockets and be surprised what the dude do. And Gillie knows how Charleston White acts, so I'm pretty sure he's not surprised. You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, "Well, yes, he went on that little rant, whatever." So now,
Oh, that's just Charleston White.
yeah,
Just let him be. Just let him be. Like he's not going to. He just does this from time to time, man.
yeah,
Just,
you know,
rock.
Gillie did comment on it, but he really just said, man, he just said, "Yo, I ain't worried about that suck ass dude." You know, he ain't really wasn't really feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm pretty sure he wasn't surprised. I'm pretty sure he expected this. So
He said Charleston White going to do what Charleston White do.
right, and that's
We
going
don't
to
know,
obviously
we all know how he get.
right. So this is going to be the latest rant that he go on because he disrespected because he Gillie was talking crazy to Cam Newton about allowing him to come on a show, disrespecting this, that, and the third. Charleston White wasn't having that. He was like, man, what? Little Dirk voice.
Nah, that rant was crazy. Because it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of like unwarranted. But we gonna watch it right now, and we gonna let you guys decide on how y'all feel about it. But I definitely feel like for this rant, it was kind of more of like, yeah, man, you can't really get mad at this one. Like,
all right, so I'm about to play it right now.
We're playing gangster. Look at him. Got a tag on the toe. My boy still clipping his toenail. It's different between my boy and your boy. It's different between me and you.
You interviewed a nigga on your platform who ain't nobody. And he got on there and talked about Deion Sanders, Beyonce, Jay-Z, a bunch of them. Come on, man.
You say I'm a nobody. Your son a nobody now, nigga. I'm a human. I'm not a dead corpse like a cheese is, nigga. I'm a living, breathing human with a throbbing, thumping dick, nigga. And still farting, nigga. Yeah, and burping. Yeah, your boy is nobody, nigga. So you got me confused with your toe tag boy. They left the boy with a hump in the ground. You got the nerve to have a mouth like you a nigga done put a hump in your boy. Man, please. Yeah. No. Yeah. You know what? I know it's still a void there. And I'm finna tell you some real shit, Gillie. You know why you don't like me? Cause I came from the bottom up out the mud. And you had cash money. They kept you in the dark in the closet. Now they say you could write good lyrics. And I would say to myself, what use is a candle if you keep the motherfucker lit but put it in the closet? You was a lit candle, Gillie. And Baby and Birdman them put your ass in the closet and you lit up the closet where Wayne can come in there and get them raps. You couldn't deliver them rap like Wayne could. Now look at you. You on the podcast buffoonery. Silly boy. You very silly. You gimmicky. $1 million worth of game ain't gave nobody no game. Everybody y'all talked to did the opposite of what y'all did. Ain't nobody received y'all game. King Von, Lil Durk, Young Thug, Kodak, ain't nobody soaking up y'all game, nigga. But celebrity niggas. Yeah. I still remember that look on your face, boy, when you came to the internet. Boy, I remember how them tears look rolling down your face with no hair on it. Yeah, I remember. I'm talking about, I remember. I remember. But you know what I know, nigga, what's bothering you? You got a pain that won't go away. Oh, man, they say it ain't nothing like a parent who have to bury a child. They say it's nothing like that pain. I ain't got that pain, nigga. You wake up with a pain I never have. Say, and I laugh like a motherfucker. Not in the beginning. I showed you some compassion, because I was thinking, man, what if that was my boy? Thought that when I had compassion for you. But when I got mad at you, you know what I told you? I answered myself that question. Man, what if it was your boy? So, fuck that nigga son. It ain't my boy. Better heels than mine. I laugh like a mama. And I came to be mean on it. Yeah, better your son than mine, my nigga. I promise. Yeah. Yeah. Better your boy than mine, nigga. But I had asked myself, man, what if that was your son, homie? Your boy was playing game.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie.
he violated the game.
He violated, but he kind of brought it upon himself, man. By calling, hold up, what was even like the issue about having him on Cam Newton's show? Like, what's the issue like from the jump? Like, I know
There's ain't really no issue. It's like just a black man ain't minding his business. Well, I see, because he had no business. You can't tell a person who that's how on the show. Like, who is you? Respectfully.
Yeah, like it's like one of those things. Like,
and can't control what Charleston White says. Feel me? That's on Charleston White. You feel me?
Like I understand like shit like Charleston White, like what he just his little rant, like he said some real like disrespectful things, but at the end of the day, it's just like, calling him a nobody. Cause at the end of the day, like, and if he, if he was saying crazy things on Cam Newton's show, that's not Cam Newton's fault. So it's just like, like, I know a lot of people not gonna like what what I'm about to say, but like you can't really say stuff like that and not expect consequences from that. Like,
Right. And then my thing is, why is you mad that like why are you telling Cam Newton who to have on his show, gang? Cam Newton don't tell you who or not to have on your show. You feel me? Like these people, I don't know why people be trying to strong on people. Like like respectfully, trust somebody gonna do what trust somebody gonna do. You feel me? If you want to handle that, you handle that. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't think Gillie cares. I personally think as soon as Gillie made that video, he knew was the outcome. So I don't think he cares.
but the thing is, if he didn't care, why post it? Like, what did he do that live?
Yeah, he was on Instagram.
So like, I'm saying like you don't care that much. It's just like, but he obviously cared some type of extent if he had to send a message out to Cam.
And mind you, this was like 2 years ago that he did this interview, or last year. So it's kind of late, you know. But yo, I ain't gonna want one thing, yo. This dude got the crazy comeback. I ain't beefing with no man like that. He got no chill. He said your son got a tag on her. My son using no nail clipper.
Bro, he said I can still breathe, burp, fart. Especially at fart. I said, oh. I said, come on, man. Like,
He said, I ain't nobody. Your son ain't nobody. Oh,
yeah, like,
gang. He ain't shit.
But at the same time, you came at the man. It's like you can't get. We don't know how Charleston White mouth gets, so it's just like, yeah, you kind of brought this upon yourself.
Right. So my advice to people out there: if you don't want to get your loved one disrespected, don't respect nobody. You feel me? And a lot of people, I seen a lot of people say, yo, that Charleston White's life is in danger because of what he said about his son. Respectfully, right? And it kind of seemed like I'm being on Charleston White's side. I'm not on his side at all. But I'm on logic. Don't disrespect nobody, you won't get disrespected. Simple as that. And then people say, yo, Charleston White's life is in danger. Yo, Charleston White got guns. Gillie and those people ain't the only one with guns. Let's not forget, Beanie Siegel pulled, because if you seen what he's talking about, Cash Money, Gillie used to be assigned to Cash Money back then, and they didn't really let him out. And then that's why a lot of people, or Gillie said his own mind that he used to write for Wayne. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't believe it, but whatever. So, Gillie got slapped by Beanie Siegel. Gillie was with Birdman and the crew. Gillie said,
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I've heard about that. Like Benny Siegel smacked. Yeah, I heard a story about that.
Ain't nothing happened to Benny when he slapped him. So y'all gotta stop thinking all these people are like overly tough. These people ain't nothing, bro. 9 out of 10 people are not ready to crash out for somebody to go to jail for life.
Not everybody's Scarface.
Right, not everybody's like that, bro. They ain't do nothing to Benny. He ain't do nothing to Wayne. He ain't do nothing to Birdman. Like,
nah, for real.
He ain't do nothing to nobody got beef with, bro. Gillie ain't tough. Gillie ain't him, bro. He an OG in the game. That's why people got a little respect for him. But he ain't no street dude like that. He got slapped. And that's why Birdman said he stopped messing with him after that. When he saw that the dude slapped him, he ain't do nothing about that. He said, Birdman said out of his own mind. Birdman was like, matter of fact, I'm going to show you the clip. Should we show the clip?
Yeah, show it.
I bet. Because this is crazy, gang. I'm about to show y'all right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember I heard something about that. I heard something about that.
Hey, my reason for my fallout with Gillie was we was in Philly. We was in Philly at a store, and we was shopping. And Beanie come in the store, grabbed him, walked him
Not the Uncle
outside,
Phil.
and he had a blicky on him. We all got blickies on us. I got 100 niggas with me. But a nigga grabbed him and brought him outside. And the nigga whoop whoop and he ain't do nothing. I lost all respect for him and then I stopped fucking with him. Hey, my reason.
Damn.
So you hear it. That's why. And he ain't do nothing to Birdman for saying that. He ain't do nothing to Benny for doing that. And also, that story is true because Gillie confirmed it. Now he said that when he said when Benny punched him, he said allegedly that he dodged it. But Benny did tell him come outside, take him outside. He did swing on him. That's Gillie's story. He said, he took him outside, he swung him, he said he dodged it, and then that was the end of it. Which was like, now, you know what I'm saying?
Just don't.
But you ain't do nothing to Gillie, you ain't do nothing to Birdman.
Now you want to go at the Charleston White. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Ooh.
And I like Gillie, don't get me wrong. But right is right, wrong is wrong, man. Charleston White's a snitch. You feel me? And a lot of people go and guess him because what he said. You know, a lot of stuff that Charleston White be saying, he be 100% wrong because he just add himself to something that don't concern him. But you know that's how he gets clout. You feel me? So, I mean, like you could, like I said, as long as he don't care, then y'all shouldn't care. But I personally, because I've seen a lot of videos of them saying that Charleston White's name, like bro, Charleston White got guns, Gillie probably got guns. He ain't gonna do nothing, bro. So they ain't started making guns when they made Gillie, and they ain't started making guns when they made Charleston White. So you feel me? And we all seen Charleston White ain't the type of dude. You know, Charleston White gonna use this dude. Yeah. Everybody know that.
Yeah, because he's from the South for real, right?
Yeah, he from Texas. Yeah. You know Texas. You know how they give it up from Fort Worth too. Fort Worth, gang. Them niggas crazy.
That's that gun country.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, they definitely.
But yeah,
West.
That's my take on it. What you think?
Yeah, it's just honestly like everybody's saying Charleston White in danger, but actually hearing I've heard the story about about him getting slapped and him not doing anything, but like it's just common sense. Like if he ain't do nothing to Berman or Benny Siegel, like it's not gonna change with Charleston White, and if it does change with Charleston White, it just honestly it's just gonna look like a form of picking and choosing.
No, for real. But you see a skinny old, you know he blind one eye, right?
Because think about it. You didn't do nothing to the dude that smacked you, but you gonna do to the guy that's just talking shit online? Like
he's a real street dude. You ain't do nothing to. He's supposed to be a legend street dude.
Yeah, so it's just like it definitely could look like picking and choosing. I just say just count down to 100 and just let that shit go.
Right.
To be honest, like it's not worth it because. It's like we've been saying this whole time. Charleston White gonna do what Charleston White do, so it just is what it is. Like that's his money. This is how he is. This is how he's gonna be for the next 20 years and however long he's here for. So might as well just suck it up, just take it to the chin, and just go on about your day. Like
no, for real, you know that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. He just, you know what I'm saying. But hey. Well, we're gonna see what happens next. I don't think Gillie gonna respond to Charleston White though. But all right, I think that's it. Anything else you gotta say?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, yo.
Hit that like and subscribe.
Subscribe. Leave a comment if you think who's right or wrong. We're trying to hear you. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much. We'll see you next time.